Legends, myths, and tales passed down for generations. They inspire us, challenge us, and sometimes they give rise to something extraordinary. Welcome to Gametopsy, where we dissect the art and brilliance of gaming. Today, we're unraveling the threads of one of the most anticipated games in recent memory, Black Myth Wukong. When the first trailer hit the internet, it didn't just make waves, it caused a tsunami of excitement. A mysterious action RPG from a Chinese developer, Game Science, Black Myth Wukong promised jaw-dropping visuals, intense combat, and a deep dive into Chinese mythology. But how does it go beyond the hype and what makes it more than just a good-looking game? Well, in today's episode, we're going to explore the legend behind Black Myth Wukong, breaking down its breathtaking design, dissect the combat mechanics, uncover the secrets of storytelling. So, grab your staff, channel your inner Monkey King, and let's jump into this mythical journey. The myth behind the game. To truly understand Black Myth Wukong, we need to take a step back, way back, to one of China's greatest literary works, Journey to the West. Written in the 16th century, it's a sprawling tale of adventure, spirituality, and redemption, centering around the rebellious and powerful Monkey King Sun Wukong. Now, Sun Wukong isn't your average protagonist. He's mischievous, cunning, and immensely powerful. A character who could battle gods, defy the heavens, and embody both hero and anti-hero in one. But Journey to the West isn't just about flashy battles. It's layered with moral dilemmas, spiritual growth, and allegories about human nature. Game Science isn't just retelling Journey to the West. Instead, they're crafting a unique take on the legend. Their Wukong feels more grounded, more vulnerable, and somehow more human. They have taken liberties with the source material, adding darker tones and mysterious twists that align perfectly with modern gaming sensibilities. And this focus on mythology goes beyond Wukong himself. The game world is teeming with creatures, enemies, and NPCs pulled straight from Chinese folklore. From the white-born spirit to celestial deities, everything you encounter feels steeped in cultural history. By anchoring the game in such a rich mythological foundation, Game Science isn't just making a game, they're bringing a piece of Chinese culture to the global audience. Art and design. Now let's talk about the first thing that stunned everyone, the visuals. From the moment the trailer dropped, it was clear that Black Myth Wukong was setting a new standard for video game art direction. The environments are nothing short of breathtaking. Mist-covered mountains, ancient temples, bamboo forests, each location feels alive, like a painting came to life. Game Science has harnessed the power of Unreal Engine 5 to create a world that feels both ethereal and tangible. The lighting is dynamic, the textures are hyper-detailed, and the atmosphere is almost hauntingly immersive. But the art direction goes beyond realism. It's about tone. This is a dark, unforgiving world where even the beauty has an edge to it. The creature design is a prime example. From grotesque demons to elegant yet menacing spirits, every enemy feels like a story in itself. Their designs are inspired by Chinese folklore and they've been reimagined to fit the game's darker, more cinematic tone. And let's not forget the animations. Wukong's movements, whether he's flipping through the air or transforming into a creature mid-battle, are incredibly fluid. The team has clearly poured a massive amount of effort into motion capture and physics-based interactions. Every staff swing, dodge roll, and parry feels connect and satisfying, giving combat a visceral weight. Gameplay. Gameplay in Black Myth Wukong isn't just about flashy combat. It's about strategy, precision, and mastery. At its core, the game takes inspiration from Soulslike genre with challenging enemies, high-stake battles, and a focus on timing and positioning. But what sets it apart is Wukong's versatility. As the Monkey King, you're not just swinging a staff, you're transforming into a myriad of creatures to gain the upper hand. Whether it's a giant insect to sneak past enemies, a monster to smash through obstacles, or even clones of yourself to confuse the foes. These transformations add layers of creativity to combat. The staff itself is a character in its own right. It's extendable, multifunctional, and central to both combat and exploration. Watching Wukong slam it into the ground, deflect projectiles, or twirl it like a hurricane is pure eye candy, but it also demands skill. And now let's talk about the boss fights. We've seen encounters that are larger than life, enemies that tower over Wukong, each with unique attack patterns and faces. These fights aren't just about brute force, they require observation, adaptability, and mastery of your abilities. A world of secrets. But Black Myth Wukong isn't just a linear action game, it's a world brimming with secrets. The developers have made a semi-open world structure where exploration plays a crucial role. Hidden caves, secret paths, and ancient relics encourage players to stray away from the beaten path. They add depth to the lore and reward players with new abilities, upgrades, and insights into the world's history. The storytelling itself is shrouded in mystery. Game science is taking a show don't tell approach, letting players piece together the narrative through environmental storytelling, NPC interactions, and cryptic clues. This method aligns perfectly with the mythological theme, giving players the sense that they're uncovering a forgotten legend. And then there's the music. The haunting melodies and traditional Chinese instruments create an atmosphere that's as mesmerizing as it is unsettling. It's a soundtrack that sticks with you, amplifying the game's emotional impact. The impact of Black Myth Wukong. Now that Black Myth Wukong is out in the wild, let's talk about its impact. This game isn't just about incredible visuals or fluid gameplay, it's about what it represents for the gaming industry and beyond. First, there's the way it showcases Chinese mythology. By bringing these rich stories to a global audience, Black Myth Wukong opens the door for more culturally specific narratives in gaming. It proves that players everywhere are hungry for new perspectives, especially ones that are deeply rooted in tradition and history. Second, it raises the bar for the indie studios. Game Science started as a relatively small team, yet they've delivered a game that rivals and even surpasses many AAA productions. It's a testament to what's possible when talent, passion, and the right tools like Unreal Engine 5 come together. And finally, there's the community. Black Myth Wukong has inspired fan art, lore, and discussions, and even comparisons to other mythologically driven games like God of War. It's not just a game, it's a cultural phenomenon that has sparked excitement across the globe. The success of Black Myth Wukong shows that gaming is a universal language, whether you're drawn in by mythology, the gameplay, or the sheer artistry. It's a game that proves the medium's ability to transcend borders and expectations. Conclusion. A myth rewritten. In the end, Black Myth Wukong isn't just a game, it's a triumph. It redefines what's possible for indie studios, sets a new benchmark for storytelling rooted in cultural heritage, and delivers a gameplay experience that is as challenging as it is rewarding. It's a journey that takes us through breathtaking landscapes, battles that push us to our limits, and a story that connects us to something much larger than ourselves. Whether you're a fan of mythology, action RPGs, or simply incredible artistry, Black Myth Wukong has something to offer everyone. So, what's your take on Black Myth Wukong? Did it live up to your expectations, or maybe it surprised you in ways you didn't anticipate? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Gametopsy. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the art of gaming. Until then, stay silver.